Well, look like two top 10 teams going at it. Evenly matched clubs, good pitching, good lineups, good defense, and we were fortunate to have to be one run better. But just for our team, the start that we got from Tristan Smith, followed by the innings we got from Ethan Darden, and the way their stuff played off of each other, I thought was really good. Obviously we missed our spot there in the ninth. Had a misplay in the outfield that allowed some runners on, but we're trying to go in. We missed away, and Petrie does what good hitters do, and he makes you pay for it. And that was a huge hit to tie the game. And we knew we were going to take punches and trade punches. When two heavyweights go at it, they trade punches a lot, and so that was a big punch to take. But credit to our guys, we just kept plugging away. And then they bring in the lefty Gainey, and he's got a premium fastball, and was just had our number there for a minute. Really did a nice job of we were under the ball, and just it didn't seem to have much going. But luckily, with what Rob Hughes and Matt Marshall did after Malstad, we were able to put enough zeros up and get the big hit there in the bottom of the 12th by Chufo. But the storyline of the night: pitching, defense, timely hitting. And the pitching we got, the defense we got, specifically Andrew Chufo. He saved a game-tying run early in the game. But all the defense today, outside of the one misplay, was elite defense. And then the timely hits. Cam's 2-out, 2-run double. Hindy's 2-run bomb. And then obviously Chufo's big hit there at the end. But just a heck of a game. And one of those games that it's college baseball and rivalry games are all about. Somebody had to lose tonight. I'm just glad it wasn't us. So.
When Jimmy tagged that one in the penultimate at bat, did you think that was game over?
I knew he hit it good. It just didn't seem like, I was just watching the outfielder, and he turned his back, but it just felt like he just got in on the barrel a little bit. I've seen him hit some majestic homers to center, and that wasn't one of them. But he got it good. It was definitely a quality at bat. And that was the message: is stop trying to end it with one swing, and everyone just commit to stringing QABs together, and then we ended it with one swing. So
as good as Gainey was there, could you sense maybe a little bit tiring there when you guys came up in the 12th and gave up the long out, then the home run? Did you sense anything there?
No, he's really good. I mean, that's I think he's the Liberty transfer, right? His ERA last year is no indicator of what type of pitcher he is now, because he's got, lockdown stuff. I mean, just the one pitch, the fastball, with the carry on that fastball, and as good as his arm is, you can see him having a lot of success in the SEC at the back end of games.
Coach Ammons was your closer last season. Do you see anybody that you think might fill that role this season?
We've got a few. I don't think we've anointed just one closer when we have so many guys who have done it in high leverage situations. And just look at the guys who were in there today. I mean, the game may need to be closed in the 6th inning or the 7th inning, and it just doesn't always have to be the 9th inning or whatever. But to know that we've got a guy like what Darden did today, and then the guys we've been talking about a lot, Malsat, Clayton, and Hughes. But Matt Marshall in that role there at the end, he's a big-time strike thrower. He's got a good slider. I don't think we'll necessarily say this is the one guy, but have that luxury item of having multiple guys that can do it. And in a weekend series, that's very valuable.
How big was Smith, though, early in that game? How he kept you guys in it?
Man, he was awesome. I mean, just attacking the strike zone. South Carolina does as good of a job, I think, as anyone will see all year, of holding their ground in the box and taking their hit-by pitches. That's something, honestly, we could get better at. But they do it as good of a job as anybody. So when you try to pitch inside, which you need to do against good offenses, and they don't move and they stand there and take their HBPs, that's a tough offense to pitch to, because if you miss out over the plate, they hit homers. But they take their walks, they take their hit by pitches, they have the home run threat. So we're gonna have a battle, in store for us tomorrow as well. So we can't, we'll be happy with this, but we certainly can't be satisfied by any means.
Did you start tomorrow?
Hayden Canuck, freshman.
Petrie probably wasn't the guy you wanted to see there in the ninth. What'd you see on that at bat, and you know, how tough is it knowing that you can't put him on because then you got no way to run on?
Yeah, I mean, tough because I like the matchup with the submarine righty, you know, but we were trying to go in, we missed away, and he does what good hitters do. When they get extended, they can hit the ball a long way, and that's what he did. And he did it with 2 strikes, oppo. You know, so you really got to tip your cap on that one. He's a heck of a hitter and very dangerous hitter, and we just have to be more careful. And then we intentionally walked him the next AB. We didn't want any part of that.
Andrew is a New Yorker, quite an initiation into this rivalry, which is as intense as any. You have a bunch of guys that aren't familiar with this rivalry, you know, growing up. How do you communicate the intensity of it to them?
Yeah, I think we still have the majority of our roster is South Carolina kids, so it you know, we rely on them to share their experiences, you know, their childhood experiences growing up. I mean, you know, you can't walk anywhere without the kids yelling, "Sign this," and, you know, "Can I have a ball?" That's the 2 things you hear the most. But they love it. Kids love it. They love high-level baseball between Clemson and South Carolina, and all of our players and all of their players, the South Carolina players, the residents, that was them a few years ago. And so they have done a really good job of sharing the passion of what it means to be a part of this rivalry, even if you're not from this state. So, you know, once you experience it once, you get it. And you know, I experienced it once at Sarge Fry Field 22 years ago. It's like, okay, I get it. And Andrew Chufo was the same way tonight. It's the most fun he's ever had on a baseball field in his life. And it's a credit to the atmosphere, the quality of both clubs, and just the intense battle that this game was, which really could have gone either way.
Felt like a regional game to you?
Felt like a super regional game.
Super regional game.
Sure did.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.